The reason I don't want to stick that into effect entity is because the output entity, this box, might have an event like it hits a wall and disappears. And I want to be able to delete it at that point without worrying about the sounds that are inside. Yeah. So effect entity .h. There's an M out sound, and there will also be a M out. Now we're going to get specific here. This is a, what was that called now? Filter, no. I don't remember. Effect entity, nothing effect, game engine. Output entity. Yeah, it's called output entity. And I'm pretty sure we want that because we gotta keep track of I'm going to also quickly here define screw it. Output entity. So torn on how to write those still. Yeah. So here I'm going to create the M out entity, and this should probably be its own function. It can be a helper function, like void. Spit, is that a bad word for spitting out the entity after spitting out the output after taking the input in? I don't want to use a word like release because that's very ambiguous. Could be referring to the reference. Spit output entity. I like that. At least I know what it's talking about, and conceptually it's easy to understand. Think about the visual spitting motion. And this is when we this is where we keep track of the output entity. The last output entity, I guess. And this really should be something like, so it shouldn't be very hard. What does that look like? Output entity. Let me add the class there. Alloc init. What's the init call look like? Init with pos. Oh, okay. So this part is a bit interesting. It needs both a pos and a dB, and I might change dB later, but that refers to the size. Yeah. dB, short for decibels. So it looks like we do need an init with pos, unfortunately. We can set the speed also with a different call. I don't believe there's two inits. So for now we can just take the position. We would like to we want to do a horizontal flip or a vertical flip, there's also the case where something looks like this, and we want it to pop out here. So that's the easiest way to do that. Easiest way would be to just have a flag for vertical and horizontal, but it's nice if you don't. It's more elegant if you just have a general solution. I think a cooler effect is to take this guy here yeah, we can solve for the orientation of the wall. That should be fairly easy to do, just looking at the size. But, you know, the effect is probably not going to be a wall. It makes, I don't know, I think it could very well just be a box. And I would want it to be able to work both ways. Come there, or if a square object comes here, it gets spit out here, like such. And so that basically means we just have to detect which side got hit, and then that'll allow us to define how to spit it out. And I think I actually implemented something like that already. We just have to go ahead and find that code. And actually, you know what? I gotta take a break because I have a meeting at 1. But we didn't write a lot of code this time, but this is me waking up and just getting my feet wet. And I think we're gonna come back in the afternoon and really go at it. I'm gonna finish this line or not finish it. I'm just going to write the comment and not finish it. That's a better way to pick up when you're done. When I took composition classes, this is one professor was a big fan of this method of leaving the phrase unfinished. So you'd come back and pick up in the same mindset. It's kind of a novel idea. I don't know if it really works, but you know. Kind of makes logical sense. So I'm gonna make the note that look up collision orientation code in, I believe it would probably be in the normal physics and RSUtil stuff. There should be some code to detect which axis we should mirror in a collision. Yeah, and I think I'm just going to sign out with that. We'll get back to things soon. Yeah, so I'm going to cancel here. Hold on just a second.